Hello salutations, it's your teacher again here in Salop's kitchen, and today I present to you the commercial bread recipe you have been asking for. In this video guide, you will have access to an already market-selling commercial bread recipe. Also, you will learn how to control your yeast reaction during proving process without any cost implication. Isn't that amazing? Finally, this video will teach you how to improvise whatever you don't have at the cost of your production. How to use the most cost-effective method of baking using a coal oven. If this video sounds so interesting to you, please hit the like button. Let's begin immediately. Now, beginning from the flour, which is the major raw material for bread production, I would say that you need a bread flour if you want your bread to form very well. And here are some of the bread flour in town, okay? And this is what this company uses. As you can see, they are already running out of stock. Over here is other dry ingredient recipes for 1 bag of flour. I will be leaving the accurate recipe in the description. Please check it out. And over here we have sugar, margarine, improver, sweetener, yeast, and preservative. And one thing you must know about commercialization of bread is that each company has their unique way and method of production that usually works for them. And I will be sharing some of these secrets in this video, so please keep watching. Perhaps you might learn 1 or 2, either to improve your already existing production method or as a new beginner in total. And in each of these containers we have coloring. Yes, this is egg yellow dissolved in a little quantity of water, liquid vanilla essence, which is the flavor, other little ingredients that actually helps your bread to form. Now here is the process. Pour in your bag of flour in your mixer. This mixer is an old mixer and it can only mix a bag of flour at a time. Now let's add in the rest of the dry ingredients. Okay, now let's begin from the improver, then the preservative. Yes, you must be using preservative in commercialization. Yes, very important. Now after the preservative, we go in with our yeast. This company actually used little yeast for their production, okay? Tell you why later in the video. Adding your margarine. Now here is the sugar and the sweetener mixed together. Now bury these ingredients with the flour so they don't escape to the atmosphere. You can start up the mixer and allow the dry ingredients to mix together for about 2 minutes. While the mixing is ongoing, let me quickly introduce the wet ingredients to you. This bucket contains 25 liters of water. The egg yellow mixture I showed you earlier has been added, and the bread damages obtained from their previous production dissolved for recycling process. If you cannot use this as a crumbs, you can as well dissolve them back in the water and recycled in your production process. Please note, doing this drying and recycling with already spoiled bread will definitely shorten the shelf life of your product. So please be guided. It is completely a choice either to do it or not to do it. Like in this batch, we are not doing it, okay? So we're going to pour in the water completely, yet it is not enough. We are still gonna add more to this. But meanwhile, let's keep mixing. I will also be adding another 5 liters extra quantity of water and mix everything to combine until the dough is partially formed. This mixer is not capable of completely mixing our dough to perfection. The mixer mixes slower as the dough is forming together. So at this point, we're gonna stop the mixing process and transfer the dough to another kneading machine that it will knead and smooth the dough to the desirable texture. It took about 10 minutes or more to complete the kneading and smoothing circle of this dough. Mind you, this is not all the dough, this is just a portion from the mixer. Okay, so after smoothing and kneading this, you will keep repeating until the dough is exhausted. At this point, you can see our dough is already becoming so smooth. Yes, it's so smooth. This is exactly how we want it. So next is to transfer this smooth dough to our working surface. And if you're new to my channel, a very warm welcome to you. To my old-time subscribers, you guys are amazing. Big thank you to you all. So repeat the process. Over here, I'm gonna grease my table with some margarine and add in the already smoothened dough and also grease it with margarine. And we measure the dough by 90 grams. For the dough molding, pick each of the 90 grams of the dough and round fold the dough by pushing forward in a circular movement. And if you don't get this molding process very well, your bread will scatter. To master this, you have to try this many times. Practice the said makes perfect. And for the measurement, I recommend electronic scale. It helps you maintain consistent size and accurate net weight of your product. Then after molding, put the dough in a already greased pan. And if you don't want to grease your pan, you can choose to grease your dough. Now, because the quantity of yeast we are using in this production is very small for that one bag, it will take our dough about 5 hours to rise. Yes, but it is nothing as long as batch production is concerned. One of the advantages of this method is that it will help to reduce wastages as a result of over-rising effect of dough. Some companies normally use ice block in order to slower and lower the effect of the reaction of the yeast on the dough. But with the low yeast method, you don't need all of that. Is that understood? Now, this is after 5 hours. You can see there's an increase as the dough has doubled in size. Next process is the covering of the dough in the pan. And to do that, grab the cover and press it down this way and cause the pan to be covered. Now, after covering, we'll transfer this to our coal oven and begin to bake. I'll be introducing you to coal oven. That is what we are going to be using for this bread production. Yes, coal oven is an oven that uses firewood or charcoal. Yes, in this case, you will heat up the oven. Yes, and the more you heat it, the more the oven charged. Once the oven is fully charged and is hot, it can stay for the next 2 days and you will be baking consistently with it. So it is very inexpensive method of baking, and though it is an ancient method. At the back of this oven is where we are charging the oven, but at the front here is where we are loading the bread. If you look very well, you will see that this is actually a deck oven. Yes, well padded and well galvanized. Let's load the bread. Now we are loading the bread that have fully risen. Okay, yes, that place is very hot, so that is the reason for the help of the wounding stick. So go ahead and load your bread in each of the deck. Yes, close it up and allow to bake. And of course, we'll be baking for 25 minutes to 30 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. And while it is baking, let us load up the second deck. We're gonna repeat this loading until the second layer is filled up. After that, we'll load the down layer of the oven with the bread as well. Let me use this medium to inform you that we do offer consultation services. If you are setting up a bakery, or you want to go into commercialization, or you want us to help you generate a commercial recipe that sells or that is sellable in your area, consult us. It is not free of charge, but it is definitely affordable. Just send us a DM on Facebook at Salupe's Kitchen and we will attend to you. Okay, thanks. Now this is about 28 minutes of baking and our bread is ready. Crustly brown, all round and well done. Yes, in fact, this bread is breading. I know you know what I mean. The bread formation is very much in order. So at this point, we'll quickly open the covers and remove the bread from the pan immediately to avoid condensation of moisture. Then allow the bread to run into a natural cooling process. This is actually a passage, and you know that breeze normally pass through a passage when door is opened. We are using passage as our cooler. It actually doesn't matter for now, okay? What happens to your bread if you refuse to remove them like this from the pan? The heat, the hotness of the heat will be converted to water and they will soak your bread. You know, say bread and water no dey jam. So please quickly remove it to avoid the story that touches the heart and breaks the bum bum. How do you see the bread? Please let me know in the comment section. And if you've not liked this video, I wonder why. What on earth will make you not to like this gorgeous video? What on earth? Please hit the like button and subscribe for more. Now we will allow the breeze to touch this bread for about 10 to 15 minutes. After that, we'll move the bread to the packaging section. But right before we start packaging, we will want the bread to cool down completely. Now for the packaging, we already have our packaging nylon well designed with the name of the company. So we'll be using a twist to do this. So use a twist and we'll tie it. That is all. Okay, that is just all, and our bread production is ready. In fact, it was the buyers, people that came to count this bread from the factory. They were the people packaging it because they cannot even wait for the workers because their customers are waiting already. Look at our bread now. No, who they check am? Who they check am? The commercial bread is commercialing and is breading. Yes, it's looking amazing. So thank you for watching. What do you think about this production? Let me know in the comment section. Like I said earlier, if you want a consultation, kindly reach out to us through our Facebook page. You can also get our contact number directly from there. See you in the next one. Bye.